Hello, this is Vulturefire. We're recording another Monster Train run. So, I still cannot get a win streak going above 10 or so. I am not good at this game still. Trying to get a win streak of at least. I tried to beat my previous win streak of 15 that I got while I was just like trying to get all of the Master of Clan combos, and I have so far not succeeded. But so, just for funsies, we're going to do random. Well, to be clear, when I got my win streak 15, I was like choosing clan combos because I was trying to specifically get different ones. I was also choosing Pyre Hearts a lot of the time. So, random is obviously harder. Not just because, you know, some combos, like this is going to be a tough combo, for example. It's because Ekka is always difficult to start with, but also because, like, I have to be able to figure out the line for the specific combo. So this is a very weak start. We have... Because like Ekka is always going to be weak in early rings, and like one of the reasons that Ekka is so weak in early rings is because, as you see with like Nightingale, there are a lot of these banner units for Luna Coven that are also going to be very weak in early rings. The best hope we have is like we can feed some things with Plink, or maybe get some Prism with us going. Maybe we'll get some help from that. It's not amazing. We take the extra space on the middle floor. It won't do much, but it may do something. We just kind of need something. Mooncycle is generally the path that I think is generally the path that people talk about being the best early ring. I think that's probably true. But on the other hand, it's not good later, and I don't think it's that good early. Like, I'm just not sure that it does enough. I think this actually might be better, because this will make the Plinks more consistently able to kill things. I think that's important. I think the Mind Jack is going to be helpful because it means we can put Ekka behind a Train Steward and still feed the Train Steward. So I think this is what we're going to do. We're just going to have to hope that we don't just like immediately pay for Ring 1, because Ring 1 is not going to be easy. Can we take minus Crawl? I think so, because we have Pyre of Entropy. This is a tough combo. Fortunately, there's not that much incoming damage, but the big thing is we aren't going to have things to... These is like... There are like three combos. I think this is the middle one. The one that I would be least interested in seeing would have been... I think we just do damage shields here. Sorry. What we would have been least interested in seeing that would have been just the most frustrating is the one that adds blights, because just like if we end up in a position where we can't deal with the blights, we're going to have a bad time. I would have really liked to have seen a Plink. I think I don't kill you. Even though that's not going to do anything, because like I really want to get these, really want to Plink stuff if I can. Alright, would have liked to have done better, but can't always get what we want. Yeah, you're just going to drop the fire, there's not much we can do about it. That's good. We can actually get another kill here, which is nice. And yeah, that's going to help a lot with potentially winning this. But yeah, you're going to go for the fire because of the nature of how this works, like just the first wave hit on exactly the wrong things. But we did it this way so that you will hit the middle and the top on the waves that we want you to. Alright, cool. We did land both of those. We can even do this to block, which is the sort of thing that I often mess up, but in this case I can't afford to. And then yeah, because we played middle floor so that now we are full moon while you show up. And yeah, we are able to actually get it done, which is great. Still had all these and all that. But yeah, being able to just feed the Shield Steward, obviously very valuable. I think we do actually want the Meddler. Meddler is just not a good card, but we kind of need it because we need the ability to manipulate, I think. Peril is very good, although I should check, because the problem is the Peril is best if we go magic, but I can't really afford to go magic with the loadout we have, because like even if I find hollover Perils, I'm not super happy. But also you do have a steal in ring. So the question is, like, can we get through ring 2 without taking a steal? So what's our worst case scenario? We see like permafrost and an intrinsic, and then we re-roll and we see. Like I can work with double stack. I can work with consumer move. I guess spell chain would be awkward because like we went to spell chain perils, but we can't get much value out of it yet. And then like if the Ember Banner just like 2 of the Gorge units, like if the Ember Banner is the morsel maker, we're very happy. I really want to go left here. We do have Merchant Magic there. I guess we're taking plus Ember anyway because we have Entropy. And I don't want to take like Capacity twice. So we'll take Ember for the first one anyway, which I guess makes it less crucial that we figure out if we're doing perils right now. So I guess we can afford to go right. Good thing I'm streaming this one because otherwise I would absolutely just throw this run from not wanting to think. Alright, that's good. Smidgestone and that. These are not good. These are not helpful. This, though, is a better way to manipulate. Because that will give me access to manipulation without needing to draw a non-banner unit. I might just put this here and then try and get... Like, this is just not what I'm looking for, but it might be what we have to do. Like, this is... The problem is, like, we don't have any scale for Nightingale, and it's going to be hard to find scaling for it. If we give it multi-strike and health, maybe we can play it top floor and feed it. Really was hoping to see one of the bulkier units here. I was hoping to see, like, a Shade Guard or a the Spell Slam thing. I forget the name of. Going to logbook real quick. Which is like Lune Coven units. Looking just like the uncommons. That's not a banner unit, but like I guess we only had 2 really good hits. But like if I had seen either of these, I would have been very happy. They were just giving me a tank, and we just don't have one. So the question is like, are we just going Frenzy Stone, Heartstone on the Nightingale? And I think the answer has to be yes. And then I think we just throw like 14 attack on a Shield Steward that's going to sit in front of Eka on middle floor. Part of me wants to do Smidgestone, but I don't think we can justify spending that much. But I think we do have to go to this Merchant Steel just because like we need a better banner unit, I think. Can we take this? The Nightingales and the Planks, I think so. It's a little risky. Also, Spike's Bastard is going to be a problem. Do that, we only can feed 1. We can only feed 1 on whichever floor we do this. I think feeding... Oh no, we can feed 2 still. That's fine. Do that. Okay. Getting those first is good. And then, obviously, we want to make sure that these don't die. We only have room for 4 morsels, so we may as well do that. I can kill both of you. Actually, we just do that. Maybe I should have blinked that. We can use that next turn to try and shoot some stuff. Gonna get a. This. We're gonna have lots of Ember next turn, which is nice. Oh, whoops, I forgot I left one alive. That's a mistake. Actually a pretty big mistake. Hopefully it won't kill us. I didn't use this ability at all last fight because like I didn't end up needing it. Right? Just typical blink things. Who is more important to feed? I think it's you. And we need to feed you as much as possible. And then we're going to go donk. And because you're dazed, we can even do this. It'd be nice if we could get that full kill there, but it's actually kind of nice because it means just guarantee to die to a plank. If we draw one, but we didn't. We'll stick with that. Preserving health is obviously valuable. Also valuable to be able to do that. And then we can just get like 6 damage shields. Alright, So you're dying, and you will still die if we swap phase, which I think we have to do because we want to be able to do that. I guess irrelevant. I guess we should have fed you. I wasn't thinking. Okay, that's very good. Feed and shoot. Unfortunately, you're guaranteed to not have any more souls next turn. No point in shooting you. I guess there's not much point in shooting you, but yeah, obviously multistrike is not amazing when we're dealing with what we're dealing with. Getting more damage than I was worried we might. I think each of these buys us like half. I think this is better. And then I think I guess it doesn't matter which phase we in because, okay, we have this. We navigated what I think will probably end up being the toughest part of the run. Get got, idiot. And then, bonk. Okay. And we got both trials, which is nice. I do take this phase of blessing. Okay, now I can finally actually start thinking about Seraph. So, Pack Morsels and Tempo Assault, both reasonable. This gives us a good... We already have a decent consumer move. I think I like that slightly better. Although maybe not. Maybe we just take it and like plan to use as a one-off. So, big advantage. So, like, I think we're kind of Eclipse Chamber or bust here. I guess Moonlit Glaive would also be good. I guess either the Lune Cove weapons would be good. Eclipse Chamber would obviously be what we're most looking for, because it's just like immediately skyrockets the value of the Nightingale. If you don't take this Merchant of Steel, that Merchant of Arms is much better. I think we just take that Merchant of Arms. Because like I did say, I also want another banner unit. Hopefully we get something useful here. Alright, yeah, that'll work. That's a tank. Make it tiny. And the question is like, do I just large stone it, or do I go for, try and look for like a Titanite? We are fighting Corruption Seraph, which inclines me to want the Titanite, I think. Like, if we don't roll exactly Titanite, this is just going to be so much better. I think we just lock this in while we have it. I think we go ahead and put that and that on you. And away we go. Oh, no, we have to go here first. I should check this. Okay, pretty sure it's Lazarus League. I think Lazarus League just has too many toys. Let's start with... who am I awake? I'm awake. Melting Remnant. There we go. Rares. So, bad. It's better, but with the Pyre we have, but still not great. Against Corruption, that's actually pretty good. Fine. Not exciting, but fine. Useless. Pretty useless. Useless. Hold Overhaul still technically works. Like, those are all fine, I guess. Lazarus. Double-Edged Bear I generally like, although maybe it's not amazing here. Brain Transfer I don't think is useful. Scrap for Parts I don't think is useful. Combustion Suit is fine. Decent AoE. Spike of League is generally pretty good. Electricity Chamber is bad. Maybe there's not as much here as I thought there was. Rise of the Throne would be solid. I don't like Tomopores. I know, like, Gabriel really likes Tomopores, but I am not a fan. So, like, Rise of the Throne we would need weapons, which we will probably get at some point, but I don't know that it's... I think right now I'm leaning towards, like, Melting Remnant of those two, and the last one was Under Legion. I don't like Mitosis Cap. Tome of Evergrowth is fine, but we don't currently have any dualism units or units that really want dualism. Plus, we've already used up all our spots, and, like, it's a lot worse if you don't have dualism. Spike of the Legion, we don't have great things to propagate. Like, it would basically just be the, Oh, well, I guess that's not necessarily true. Spike of Legion, if we get, we can propagate damage shields, which isn't bad. At that point, it's just, like, a better version of, if we can get damage shields up, it is a better version of, the Umbra Spike. So that's a hit. Unearthed Treasure, I don't think we care about. We obviously don't care about Deadly Variant. We just don't have sap in our clans. Contagious is not going to be super useful either. Fun Guy in a Suit is bad. So, like, we are basically Spike of the Legion or bust here, so it's definitely not, I think it is Melting Remnant. because I think I'm looking for... Well, the thing is, like, Held is fighting for the holdover with... I think it may still be Monster Agreement, because like, I do think Sakurai is actually has potential in this specific combo, or with this specific pyre, because it can get rid of blights. I think these are the 30 we're most interested in seeing. I think we're just going to take Monster Remnant and hope. Okay. Remnant Pact is an insurance policy against Seraph. That doesn't suck, but I think we do take Sakuraz. Just like, we are just going to be pot up so high on blights. And we'll just see. I know Sakuraz is one of those cards that I always take Sakuraz, and I think it's going to be good, and then it ends up not being useful, but we'll see what happens. No units on the floor. It does damage to the pyre. Yeah. I don't know why I'm reading this. I know what it does, and I know that I have to take it. Conveniently, we do have... I say conveniently. Slightly awkwardly, actually. The stealth here is actually a bit of a problem. Oh no, because we put damage on you. We're fine. Exactly as planned. I thought about this in advance. I'm smart. Yep. Okay. Although in this case, like, Sakurai is always not... Like, this is the sort of hand where Sakurai is just not helpful. But I don't really want to Sakurai any of this. I'm still feeding you. May as well preserve the damage shields. I could Sakurai these. Of course, how much do I care about redrawing Witch Weave? Like, you can already self-heal. Are these things that I want to redraw? Maybe not. Sakurai those. And get that damage in. Because it's free damage. I can do this, but I don't think I want to do it right now. Donk you. Yeah, bottom floor wipes everything out, as tends to happen. Alright, are still interested in buffing you. Any space here. I could use this to save 5 pyre health. Maybe I'd do that to save armor. Maybe we should just use the ability here. Okay, let's see. Actually getting a kill here with this would be difficult, so I think... Alright, we did roll that, which is nice. And that lifesteal is also useful. And we can just do that for... unit save, so let's get rid of that pretty easily. We can also put this down. Which... we have plenty of space here. And that also just gives us an extra hit up top, because we don't need the... Because really where we want to be at is that we are in full moon and we end in new moon. If you don't have a Eclipse Chamber, that's really the pattern you want. Is you want to be full moon at the start of the turn and new moon at the end of the turn. Which is also why this Lunar Priestess can be a little awkward if you don't have any other phase, because it just like the phases don't quite line up the way you want them to. It's pretty standard. Chonking you twice seems decent. Now let's go and do that up top. Yeah, we should get the extra hit. Anyway, absolutely need more Ember, because like I can't even really afford to use that guy right now, because we still have the Ember. And also why like Spell Chain Perils would be very good if we can get it set up. Okay, this is a hand where I'm absolutely going to be using Sakuraz. Okay, and you are dazed, so I can actually do this to kill you. It's a little easier on myself. Obviously not what we want to see, but we can... I was actually kind of hoping we see sac res there. Maybe I should just do that. We only need one hit on the next 4, so I think we can safely do that. Yeah, that's where like the large stone, you know, like having that extra damage because our base damage is so low. Just taking the large stone is very nice. And yeah, we could get rid of all these cards we don't want. Okay, we take Ember. Might take holdover on the sac res, honestly. We're definitely not scaling enough for the Ember, so I'm going to just take the Cycle Staff here. Don't need another one of these. This is funny, but... Actually... We can play it middle floor. We're going to take Ember. I don't think it's good. We didn't take Trample. If we'd taken Trample Tome, maybe we'd be in business, but we didn't. It's still funny. It's probably actually Shadow Siege or Skip, weirdly enough. If we take double Ember and we find a Smidge Stone for it, I think we hold it. It's funny. We might find use for it. If you ever can get it out, it's just kind of hilarious. I think we start the hunt for the holdover. We can just find it very good. And like, we also have a shot at the Eclipse Chamber here. We did not find a Eclipse Chamber. Moonlit Glaive, though, is fine. Take that. And we do get holdover for the perils. So that plan is a go, which means the next one we can absolutely take space. Minus cost can consume. We're absolutely just going to consume out like a plank and a... just 2 planks, I think. I know which is probably worse. It's hard to say. And then I do think I like... No, I think we can maintain... Okay, no. So the thought process here is we now have a Moonlit Glaive, which cares about us having... And the reason the Moonlit Glaive is important is because it means that we have a reason, because we have the Nightingale and the Moonlit Glaive, and we do not have an Eclipse Chamber, we have a very good reason to want to end the turn outside in New Moon instead of Full Moon. And because of that, but like, oh sorry, the Nightingale gives us reason to in New Moon. Moonlit Glaive on something but the Conduit would mean we want Full Moon to get the Moon, the Blade value. So if we do this, we're just better. We're better off. I think we're just kind of having to hope that we can somehow daze Corruption out of existence, which, yikes, but we'll see what we can do. This is potentially rough, but I believe in me. So like I can't do this, but that costs me all my energy. I think the Shadow Siege is just sitting in reserve for the moment. That's our secret backup plan. In case of emergency, break out that Shadow Siege. We can kill these guys bottom floor. Obviously, we're happy. But I guess I should have done this first. Although this way we like guarantee 2 kills. Nice thing here is like, yeah, now we don't have. So like every turn we don't have corruption is good. Every time we can just prevent corruption from happening, we are happy. And because we've had so much problems just getting this out, I think we just go ahead and do it. Without Stealth Chain on perils, we are limited in our Ember per turn. Makes me happy. And then this does also just like get us Ember. We do need to skip a turn eventually, but I don't think it has to be this turn. And we actually don't have to skip a turn because as long as you show up, we're good. you're not on the floor, I'm realizing. Should have you on the floor if I'm going to be putting the Moonlit Glaive there. Because you aren't in our... Should I have to do that? I think we do into New Moon then. Oh, I guess we can do this. It's a couple of moon cycles, which is valuable. I guess for this specific fight, where it's convenient that like the turns where we actually need whatever are alternating. Like this turn, we don't need. This turn, we don't need to be in New Moon, although we can be. We're gonna be. A lifesteal for you and more damage. Put this here. Guaranteed to knock those guys out. I could kill these, but I think I want to do this. It's a little risky because we somehow drawn absolute 0 ways to deal with these guys. We'd be in trouble. But that was, I deemed that extremely unlikely. Okay. Question is, do I actually want to start stacking Rage? I think the answer might actually be no. We'll just do this now. I don't think so. Okay. So I don't play that because we have a Sakuras in hand. Question is, do I play these and go first? I think I do. You got them? Alright. I think I swap phases back. This one being full minute, or yeah, full minute at the start of this turn. Oh, I've made a mistake, haven't I? Yeah, I have. I actually didn't want to be in full moon yet. I think we start by doing that. See what we get. Okay. That's a good thing. I can even just like vaporize you for good measure. I'm not playing that because we would lose a bunch of conduit and potentially a lot of damage. And that's a lot of damage. So the big downside to putting the Nightingale on the floor is that we lose access to feeding. Overstacking. Our morsel plan is going to become less and less relevant. Thinking. I think we just take a Cosmic Bolt. I think we just want an attuned damage card. And then Gym Trove is expensive. Do we otherwise have, we don't always have like a -2 consume target though. That's very good for that. And now the question is, what's our health at? At this point, honestly, it might be Sakuras. The downside is like if we draw Sakuras, it's kind of sad. The big things like making the Lunar Cycle Staff deployable would be very good. So obviously, uptaking that from the start of the game is good. Unfortunately, there's no way we can Hall of Mirrors into. I was thinking like, can we Hall of Mirrors into Shadow Siege? But no, there's just no way. I don't hate the meat shield on this guy. Honestly, I don't hate the equalizing rings either. That's just like straight up 65 damage, and it's 0 cost to play. I think we take it, actually. I really want to see... There's none of this. Although, both of these are fine. I may take them anyway. This is bad if we go Perils, though. Take that. I don't think we make it deployable. I think we make the Lunar Cycle Staff deployable. Should check this first. We don't have the pieces to make those work. And then we Hell Vent. Kind of feels like it's Starstruck or Perils. The problem is, like, without having holdover on the Perils yet, that's awkward. It might be just we want another glaive. Like, I don't have a plan for the second glaive yet, but it seems okay. Or we just like go with another. I could also do like another silent signal, just like more beef. Actually, it's probably another Fate's Blessing for the survivability. Also, should probably have just cut one of the shield sewers because we just have problems playing. All right, this is a very difficult trial. I need some gold for next ring. I'm probably going this direction. Can I deal with... I think I can deal with it, but I'm going to have to play carefully. So here's what we do. We're going to put the Nightingale on the same floor. Going with the one floor plan. Oh, we're just going to draw this turn 1. Just that simple. Silencer doing work. Chonk. I think I can afford to do this. Yep. Okay, we just got so much extra damage there. And we get you out. As long as you can prevent things from going up, we're in good shape. Okay. And to me, things if we feed those, we're good. As per previous notes about just like having problems playing spells. We do that. Which is fun. Let's actually use our ability. Don't know that I want to pop that right now, where we don't have space. I guess we just like throw them at the bottom. Should pop that first though. I don't think we're popping that. The reason to pop that would be just getting more cycle staff value, which we do if we think we already have this one in hand. I think we do. It's just like stacking cycle staff is useful to us on reasons. Because our damage is so low without an Eclipse Chamber. Obviously, like, Silence Room is doing very good work for us this fight, but that won't be true every fight. Alright, so I should think about the fact, like, if I put Cycle Staff there, then I can't do this. Going it over for extra Ember is proving useful. Even though that's not normally the use case for it. Yeah, we are absolutely in one of those runs that's like doing good here in the mid game, but is going to struggle in late game, I think. But you know, better than a run where we're just struggling. The downside of these rings is like feeding attack morsels to you is useless, like only, but feeding health morsels to you is better. On the other hand, so there's that. Just do for value. Yes, I swap stance. And then I think we should be totally good this, yeah, not at all a problem. Playing cards, play cards. Yeah. Damage output not as high as I would like, but we got there. Do we actually want the second glaive? So, one of the notes here is like the cycle staff right now is plus 29 attack. It's like plus 16 that fight. The Moonlit Glaive is already at, or just by default, like, so we would need 24, so we like 8 stacks of so like we need 2 incants in New Moon for the Moonlit Glaive to beat the cycle staff. With that in mind, I think we do take a second glaive. Take Glittering Draught, but I think we just take the Moonlit Glaive. And then we take none of this. Maybe the Ember Cache? Ember Cache is just like spells to cast. It's probably okay. It's not exciting, but it's okay. And yeah, we're going to go here, I think. There can be some good relics here. There's also like a lot of bad relics in this combination. Like an Eclipse Room would still be good if we can find it. We have Eclipse Room. I don't hate the Swift Steel Dagger, but I think it's worse than what we've got unless we want to like combine. Yeah. Skip out. Alright, so remove Consume. It's kind of funny to put it here, but I don't think that's... I mean, even with this, even with Pyroventure Pit, I don't know that that's good. I think we'd probably do Permafrost the Sac Res. So remove Consume, I think, is the Packed Morsels or nothing. Or Packed Morsels the Ember Cache. I think we just re-roll. Because if we do that, we can't re-roll, and I would much rather re-roll than. It's unfortunate this came up before the -2. If we could get the -2 and Consume, I would absolutely -2 Consume a -2 Consume and then do whatever on like the Gem Trove. All right, no Spell Chain, which is unfortunate. That makes that substantially better. Probably should have double section. Okay, so this fight, not playing bottom floor is a bit of a liability, but this is by far the easiest scale fight, so I think we should be fine. We do have a silence room, so whenever we find that, that also just like makes life easier. The question is, are we taking space or are we taking Ember on our second thing? I think without a spell chain in hand, I am far more interested in just like taking plus Ember. Which also means that the Shadow Siege Dream isn't totally dead yet. Sequence this one. I think I'm better off just getting this killed. We get a sword, and yeah. It's a good sword. Oh, we don't have any space up there. Or there. I think we go New Moon. We then get the extra hit, which ends up canceling out stuff. We have damage shields here. I think we should go ahead and use that to get a spell weakness, whatever that's worth. This moon cycles. we go. Yep, lethal. Alright, now 2 damage shields on you, which is a nuisance. Unfortunately, the one in the back this round is weak. And this is a great turn to see that sac res. Perils there for the Ember. I guess that's not where we put that. I could have put it in front and had it eat a damage, actually. That would like the damage shield. I don't think that matters, but should have done it. No luck. And also not super useful right now. We can't hold that between turns, unfortunately. Oh, I've got this. Torp. Well, it's fine. I only really needed 2 anyway. It's partially copium. Alright, and now we're just like completely shut off that problem. You would be a nuisance. Now you're just gone. We actually do that again for value. And yeah, we can go and get rid of, because like this is going to go away anyway at the end of turn. We may actually need to copy our attune spell if we don't get like a duality here. Oh, that's the extra thing we created that we didn't have room in our hand for. It's nice. I wasn't actually certain it was going to work that way. But yeah, you see like the cycle staff versus this. It's just not even close. And like, I'll show again after we phase swap, but it'll be still way better. Spoilers. I can do that. Because yeah, like we're at so it's now 68, and I'll like jump to 159. I'm going to keep stacking the cycle staff for the moment, but I probably should plan to just swap over entirely to the blades. Alright. Let that lapse. It's actually the damage break points here are a little awkward. Ends up being. I think this is actually better because you end up hitting. Because it's just how the break points end up, like I said. But yeah, not having to deal with the eating is nice. Doesn't matter a ton, but it is still fun. Just get to ignore. Key mechanic. Let me just shoot you because I don't have. Because then we've at least played it and we could potentially draw next turn. Like I really cared, I could try and avoid drawing too many cards here, or should I playing too many cards here so that I could like guarantee I draw specifically the thing I want. But I don't think that's going to. I don't think it's going to come to that. Could have saved that, I guess. Because I did put permafrost on it for a reason, but. Like this is just by far the easiest scale, and yeah. And then yeah, other things on top of that went well for us. Just go through that. Overall more damage. Alright. Yeah, I think we just take the duality. We'll absolutely take another damage shot. Then yeah, we're just going to take Ember. So we don't really care about... What Well, if we find a smidge stone, that's good. I think it's the only thing. We don't have any other spots. We also get the hell event, which is not bad. I don't know what we hell event though. Maybe just another Starstruck instead of trying to get those stuns on. Maybe another gym trove. Like we're full on pyre health is the thing, and like the removals are fine, but they're not super exciting. I think we go here. Like, if we can get a smidge stone on the Who's Moed, it would be funny on the Shadow Siege. Make a Shadow Siege part of the game plan. No dice. Should we roll and see if we get lucky here? Alright, no dice. Alright, well, Shadow Siege was a funny dream, but it's dead. Dream is dead. We're not going to cut it though, because it's the mascot of the run at this point. I say so. Last dream, probably taking Immersion Magic. So yeah, the Shadow Siege dream is truly dead. Can I duplicate? I think Starstruck. I think having access to that daze is probably the most important thing. And away we go. We can deal with this, I think. Yeah, because we have extra health and we have a lot of spell damage. We're gonna play middle floor. We're gonna use the silence thing to our advantage. Just could be a little awkward with the stone up top. We can give you that so you can kill your stone before you die. Okay, but if I play you, you do die, which is suboptimal. Teach you to disrespect me. If we do this, I think it just dies. Which is convenient, and then that does just get us a little bit of Ember for next turn. Just play that, because like I said, we just very bad at using up. Alright, we have a decent number of ways to shoot this, which is nice. The spell shields are annoying, but they're not a huge concern. Because we just have enough hits here that doesn't matter. I think we can do better than one Vengeful Shard with the Sacras, like the one Vengeful Shard in the Shadow Siege. I think we do want to end in New Moon this fight. I think we do actually want to make sure that happens. Hopefully we get a good Sacras turn here. And that was basically what I should have expected, but still disappointing. That does kill that at least. I still strongly believe we can sack res more than one. Thing. More than one shard, because there are how many shards in the deck now? 6, 8, 8. Yeah, yeah. Like there are 4 in the draw pile, so like we're guaranteed either this turn, either next turn or the turn after to get at least 2. And the more we can sack res, we want to do next turn, I think, regardless, because we want to sack res and then shuffle it in. Yeah, still not doing great on sack res targets, but so I think we have to lead with that. So I want to avoid whatever. You're dead. Question is, do I actually want this or do I want to just get rid of it? I think I just want to get rid of it. So that. We're going to sack res away all of that. We're just going to play that. So yeah, the Pyre's actually overall probably a net benefit. I just don't like it. Right, now we don't have to care about what enemies are doing, which is always appreciated. I hate having to actually care what the enemies are doing. So now we don't. So the Moonlit Glaive is better than the ring at this point, I think. So that's something just keep in mind. We'll go do that. We are still potentially going to have problems against Seraph. I really should not underestimate the danger Seraph can pose. Because specifically, to say things out loud, the reason Seraph is a danger is because of the corruption stacking. We do have these, but I think if I can double stack one of them, I probably should. I think sacrificing all of this makes sense. That's enough cards that I want to have go away that I'm fine sacrificing it. Overall, I give the Sakuras a shrug emoji out of 10. This run. Alright. That's great. Yeah, having the tune card is obviously very useful. We just get to just zap things. So dazing you is great, because now you are not going to be able to get... Why didn't the... Oh, because the first one wasn't whatever, it was something else. I just meant to play two of those, and I guess I played like a Witch Weave or something. Right, you're going to take a tiny, irrelevant amount of damage here. And then we should be good. Like, stopping that from getting the extra strike, I think, was like, the only thing that mattered. And even that may not have mattered. The other thing is, like, you also didn't get any more spell shield, so I think we can do... Oh, I should have done that first, but... Can't even afford to play that. Yeah, and we just easily knock that guy down. Okay, Cover of Night is not bad. Doesn't really save us against Seraph, though. Escalation would let us displace Seraph. We just skip. And yeah, I don't think we want any of this either. Like, we could engine upgrade the bottom floor. That doesn't hurt us. But it's not super valuable either. I know there are times we run out of Ember. Let me just take it. Like, it's obviously bad if we end up getting Spell Chain on the perils, but if we don't get Spell Chain perils, then decent. That's just terrible still. That's not super useful. Take that. Obviously don't take that. This is useless to us because we're on the wrong side. Very bad final merchant. It's like, merchant trinkets like that are like why I was not prioritizing merchant trinkets early in the run. Because, like, that was just bad. And that was just bad. Like, there's not much else I could say. Good Holy Stone. I don't think I'm feeling it. Probably should just like, what else am I doing? Problem with like permafrost and anything else, like with the sac res, it's harder to get value out of anything else. Like I should just play this on something. Because like I'm gonna have extra money at the end of the run. All right, we do get holdover again. Let's get intrinsic. So I could intrinsic hold over one of the Starstrucks, which would solve Seraph. I think that's worth it. That just completely locks down corruption. That was like the one problem that I didn't have an answer to. I think we cut the perils. Definitely on the perils plan. We cut the probably just the other Link or one of the Witch Weaves. Probably the Witch Weave. And the question is, what do we held in? So, could just go for another Mage Blade, but I don't think we need the other Mage Blade. Could like just put 3 Night Gals on the floor. or 2 nightingales on the floor. Like that would mean that we can't feed more souls. But I think I'd rather move the Lunar Priestess on the floor by moving something else onto the floor and just relying on our spell damage. In which case, if we're relying on our spell damage, I think it's just like a Cosmic Bolt, because Cosmic Bolt is just better than Duality. Yep, I think that's the play. We just take another, because like you saw that just got like 500 damage in that last fight. So this has been a pretty long run by my standards, but I believe I've navigated it to a successful conclusion. And yeah, I think we do move you onto the floor. I think I do want to guarantee I can keep having access to that phase swap, and you are otherwise going to just die if I put you on any other floor. So Seraph will just murder you. Or not Seraph. I mean, we're going to keep Seraph dazed, so Seraph wouldn't murder, but whatever. It's the principle of the thing. I don't know what principle that is, but it is the principle, you know, just generally. Zap you. Not completely out of the woods. I hadn't thought about the fact that we have to deal with trash gremlins, but and also we have to find our silence the room card. We do fortunately get to zap that one as well. Every time we get to zap things, we're happy. Oh, do we phase shift here? I think not, because we want to be in the cycle where we start in. Oh fuck, did I not daze Seraph? Oh, I didn't daze Seraph. That's we might have to restart if that might kill us. That I wasn't paying enough attention to moon phase. We have ways around it, but that just like pointlessly makes because like we have this. That just like pointlessly makes the fight harder. Because now I have to actually like put in effort. Yeah, we just take a little bit of damage from that. Basically, as soon as we can get the healing on all of these, we'll be fine. Although, that is a bit of a problem. Okay. I think we actually do that, just because, like, getting the trash gone is good. I think we do want to end in this stance. This question is just like, do we want to do a double stance swap here, or not? I think we just... It's actually very good for us that we do get to do Sacres here. We can do double stance swap, which I guess is fine. Because we don't care about the size of this, because either way it's going to kill. Yeah, just going to take out the other two resurrection stacks here. You actually could be a problem. Taking a decent amount of damage here, but no additional corruption. But yeah. You're dazed. I'd like to daze you. But I also want to kill, like, killing that is also very good. But you are one of the elite ones. I think we have to keep the elite ones dazed. I think we are sac-resing again, because it is, again, just, like, useful to us to do that. Because it's going to hit this one twice. Yeah, there's so many hits coming through. Alright, I think we have to do this, because like, we can keep you alive. So, like, yeah, we're guaranteed to draw that next turn. Which I guess means it's less important which one we specifically play. So, you have to be dazed. You need to die. Which I think means we have to commit that. Fortunately. I'd like this to kill you, but it doesn't. Oh, but I need to consider that, like, I do also... I guess I have to commit this heal here, unfortunately. Unless I can get enough damage prevented otherwise. Which... You're still dead, because we're taking... Oh, right, we're just taking so much damage from whatever. And I didn't kill anything. So you're now living, which means that I don't have to kill you immediately. Oh, I can do that. Perfect. Alright, you're gonna apply corruption, which is annoying, but I have to live with it. It's like, if I can do that, I really want to do that. Alright, and then that whole floor dies. You, unfortunately, are going to trash grill me. Yeah, this would be so much easier if I just had messed up that one turn. That's also results for like 13 of the corruption on the front guy. More than that. So it was 4 and then it doubled. I don't actually have to daze you. Because you're still dazed. I get to go bazap. Just every bazap is useful. It's the technical term, by the way, bazap. Put a bunch of armor on you, but the problem is like you take so much damage that it doesn't even save you that long. I kind of want to armor you up after you have already ticked over once, after we've gotten the next ability off. We just zap you because you do the most damage. Go into Moon Stance. You're almost into... We're out of flying waves, which is nice. Could still be in trouble with literally strip just because we doubled even once. That I keep saying. Are we saccharizing here? I think so. How many shards? We've already consumed out 5 shards. Yeah, so consuming out 30 more would be very good. So that's obviously going off. You're dying. You're dying. We do need to daze you, but we don't need to daze you. So you're dazed. And then I think we want to do this first. Okay. Life steal for whatever that's worth. And I think we bazap one of these guys to daze it. They just do the most damage. Alright, now we hope that we have enough value here that we can find... Yeah, like, I'm not surprised you're not dead yet, but I think we should be able to play enough cards to get it killed. To start with, shit ton of armor. Okay, yeah, all it took was just dazing you once. But I am vengeful. So we are going to inflict some pain. And we even managed to save you. For value. That was before we did this. Now we even get to... So how many shards are left? Even, like, none? Got out all the shards? Sakura's doing work. Yeah, despite my misplays. That is a no restart freshman Seraph. Very proud of that run. We're very, very proud of that. Now Titans fight. Same setup. We lose the access to the Fae, but I don't think we care. You're not even going to live long enough to buy us one turn against this guy. But we can just daze you. This awkward position where I want to... I'm going to play this. Problem is I'm not in the right stance. Okay. Yeah, my one shot there was like if I double hit the back enemies there. I think I do have to stand swap here, unfortunately. The phase is going to be how we're going to... The nice thing about the phase, like, it is just going to let us double stand swap, which will let us get away from the awkward position we're in right this moment. Getting stances to line up. Alright, here's that bottom floor. We haven't done our Sakuras yet. We haven't done our Silence Room yet. But these are unfortunate things. You get bezapped. You get bezapped. Don't need to daze anything on the bottom floor. I can save 5 power health, but I don't think we need to. But the other hand, like, bezapping this doesn't matter. So we will save the power health. Oh, whoop, we're not in the right stance. Go and do that. We will go ahead and get into the right rhythm instead of waiting for the whatever to show up. Rhythm has been fixed. Fortunately, like, our max draw here, like, the other things with this, with like Pyro Entropy is like our max draw gets just like completely ruined by we haven't had any of our mage plays, I just now realized. Either of our mage plays. You just bottom deck so many of our valuable cards like we just really want to see on the first time through. But hey. Whoops. It's actually kind of a huge problem. Those guys went up. How do we kill these guys? Because we can't let them hit the pyre. Well, we can. It just sucks. I guess it's like 20 extra pyre damage, which is... I'm not happy about it, but there's not much I can do. Finally get damage on you. That doesn't even kill you. If I play this and then I give it Conduit 1, then it's goes up to 12, so then we could kill. But I don't think that's worth it. We're just eating the hit, unfortunate as it is. Yeah, fortunately, like, the fire does have a lot of health, and we're just gonna have to dip into that. But yeah, just like, if we hadn't bottom decked the Mage Blade, we would have been fine, but we dropped by to bottom deck both of our Mage Blades. Now we have more damage. Oh right, we've silenced the rope, so we don't even have to care about incants. We do daze you. Save that fire health, at least. Alright, I can sac res this out as well, which is convenient. Oh, you are dying. Does not help. I was really hoping that would save you. We might be in trouble. It's not completely Jover, but it's certainly not pretty. We do need to, I guess, just work on getting damage into that somehow. I'm still not above restarting the fight if, like, that's what we end up doing, but you know, if I can avoid restarting the fight, I would obviously be happier not restarting the fight. So now you are... Alright, so yeah, we're blocking all the damage that would go to you, which is nice. We are at 2 out of 3, so I think playing this will draw a card, yeah. Am I just going to daze here? I think so. That actually gets us some damage there as well. And like obviously this is like part of how my plan for keeping my front guy alive here. Can I do better than 2 shards for the sac res? I think so. Or how many are in the deck? 5, yeah, we can absolutely do better than that. Bonk. So now we are fully into just getting damage on you, which is a good place to be. Down. Yeah, being down to just entropy as a target is good. Wow, we just... Guess we're waiting on that. A little awkward because... Bye. A little awkward because bye. If I don't kill you, we lose damage on everyone, so I think I do kill you. The awkward thing, like... Okay. I think I don't actually want to play this because I want to sac res next turn for massive value. Although at this point, yeah, like, absolutely perfect sac res turn. And now we just get to win. Can we just win with spell damage? Yes. There we go. Fight ended up being harder than I expected, but... It's like, yeah, 72 damage taken is obviously not pretty, but that took us a lot of turns, but, you know. I will take every Echo run every winning Echo run I will take. The win streak continues. That was rough. Let's get a seed real quick. Because yeah, that one was not easy. That's gonna be it for this time. I will see you next time. Until then, toodles.